Hi friends, this is Will Arts and my name is Leslie. Today I'm going to make that miniature antique sewing machine that I mentioned in my last video where I did the art room collaboration. Let's jump right in and get started. Here I have a little pre-made miniature desk. This is from the Dollar Tree. This is a great hack. If you want to venture into the miniature world, but you're not really quite ready to make furniture from scratch, you can hack some dollar store furniture. What I want to do is give this table a old sewing machine vibe. So I got this sewing machine off Temu. It's a super cute little sewing machine, but the size isn't quite right. And I am going to take this sewing machine and give it a little hack. See if we can take it apart, but not totally ruin it. First, let's take apart this. I'm okay if this bottom piece gets damaged because I'm getting rid of it. Get rid of that piece. Measuring for center of table. So I'm going to cut into this. I know it's a cute miniature, but we want to repurpose it for what I'm going for. Trying to see the best way to cut into it without totally breaking it. Okay. All right, that worked. Just kind of bending it back and forth kind of did the job. Now we have a top. Let's get out our glue. I'm gonna glue it to the top here. I'm gonna paint like where it is here black, so I don't have to cut into it. We'll just make it look like it has a hole there. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Right, I'm just gonna paint this little section here black. Okay, that works for me. Glue, easy peasy. I want to get rid of these. They're just ugly. I'm just figuring this out as I go. I'm trying to figure out the height of where I want this piece to be. This is a plan as you go. Change it up as needed. You just kind of see what looks the best. I want to extend these legs. Okay, I just traced those little original legs and I want to extend them. So I'm just going to take my ruler, square. Right now I'm getting the size of the legs I want, like top to bottom, and then I'm deciding where I want to put them. Keep kind of changing it as I go to see what works best for my vision. When you do these hacks for the first time, there's a lot of trial and error. And I know I could totally make a new leg using my laser cutter, but I want to do this without the laser cutter. So then, guys, I changed my mind again. I decided I didn't need to go to all that trouble to cut out the individual slat. I'm just going to add an extension to the top piece of the original leg. I'm just going to add some thickness to it. I've added the extensions from the cereal box to both legs, and now I'm just going to add some wood glue. The wood glue will, of course, help attach everything together and also give a little bit more of a seamless vibe between the cardboard and the plastic. Okay, we're gonna let our legs dry. These old tables did not have wooden legs. They rested on the metal legs of the sewing machine, so I'm gonna remove those wooden pieces as well. We are just deconstructing this whole table. This is all the pieces that came with the original table, except that one piece that was just junk wood, that underneath. So we're going to use these wood pieces to make our new table. This was the back piece here. I'm going to take this and I want to cut it in half. So, how big is this sucker? Ooh, cut easily. Okay. Mighty shears are a great investment to have. So I am deconstructing this table. I pulled everything off and we have different pieces to it. This is the front piece, and then this piece was back here. I just cut it into different smaller chunks. And then I have the legs. I'm going to cut in half and kind of stack them and make them into the back part of drawers. I'll show you in a minute here. Okay, friends, what I have done is, because I'm kind of just making this up as I go. Should have done this first before I glued on the sewing machine, but we're upside down and this is just the back of it, so it's a little messy. But I stacked those legs into pieces and then I glued the pedal with the added cardboard pieces to extend it. Once I paint it, it'll look great. And this is just going to be background to drawer fronts, so you're not going to see all the different pieces. But I'm just kind of repurposing the things I had to see if I could do it. And again, messy right now, but we'll let this dry and then we will keep going and pretty it up. I added the drawer fronts in, and that was just the wood from the original backing piece. And then I scored a dividing line so it looks like 2 drawers. And now I'm going to add these little bead caps I'm going to use for the drawer knobs, and I think that gives a cool antique vibe. We're going to go in with my favorite brown and black and give everything a coat. Get rid of the messy glue bits. Again, I always plan to paint it, so I'm not too worried about the messy glue bits. Hi friends, a little health update here. For those who aren't interested or maybe have kids in the room, I'll add a little timestamp and let you know where you can fast forward to continue with the painting of the sewing machine. I briefly want to reach out to those who have wished me well and sent good vibes regarding my cervical cancer journey. My procedure I had in January, they removed all the cancer. It was stage 1. The margins were clear, so really great news. They caught it early. In late March, I'll be having a hysterectomy to make sure the cancer does not return. So there might be a brief pause in videos in the next few months here and there. I'm going to do my best to get some videos out, but it all depends how I'm feeling during that healing time and whatnot. And for those who might be going through the same thing or interested, I might make a hysterectomy cervical cancer video. It would be just a personal vlog type video, obviously not craft related, but I'm about sharing experiences and maybe it would help somebody going through the same thing. But we'll see. I find making videos therapeutic, so it might just be something I do and it helps me in my process. Thanks again, my friends, and now back to crafting. And I know I could have painted it before I glued the top on. Now, could I have made it easier myself and made my own table from scratch? Probably, but I think it was a fun challenge to use the Dollar Tree table and see if I could make something different out of it. So the only parts that aren't from the original Dollar Tree table and Temu sewing machine is the little piece of scrap wood here and then the cardboard to extend the legs. Well, and the bead caps, but that's just an added little touch. I'm going to go over those bead caps with probably some antique color. We've got some, where is it? Antique gold. I love it. Okay, so now let's give this a coating of Mod Podge to seal everything in and give it a light sheen. We'll let that dry. I hope you enjoyed this dollar store table and Temu sewing machine hack. If you haven't seen my last video, I made this table for a miniature collaboration with a bunch of other miniature artists on YouTube, and I'll link that video below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.